You've seen it before. That man who doesn't chase, doesn't beg, doesn't perform. Yet somehow, every woman notices him. He walks into a room and the energy shifts. Not because he's the loudest, but because he's the most certain. And here's the truth that most men will never admit to themselves. He's not rare because he's perfect. He's rare because he's unavailable in ways that can't be faked. Welcome to Female Code Unlocked, where you don't just learn attraction, you understand it. If you're ready to see what really drives desire beneath the surface, hit subscribe. Because what you're about to hear might change the way you see yourself forever. You think women want looks, or money, or status. And yes, those things can open doors. But they don't create obsession. They don't create that deep emotional pull that keeps her thinking about you long after you've left the room. The man women truly want is the one who feels like a mystery they can't quite solve. He doesn't reveal everything. Not because he's playing games, but because he values his inner world too much to hand it over cheaply. When you talk to her, you don't rush to impress. You don't overshare. You let silence breathe. And in that silence, something powerful happens. She starts leaning in, trying to understand you, trying to feel you. Most men lose here. They try too hard. They explain too much. They chase validation like it's oxygen. But the man she craves, he doesn't need to be chosen. He already chose himself a long time ago. And that changes everything. There's a quiet power in a man who doesn't react the way everyone expects him to. When she pulls away, he doesn't panic. When she tests him, he doesn't try to win her approval. Instead, he stays grounded, almost unreadable, like an ocean that doesn't ripple with every passing wind. And that's exactly what unsettles her, in a way that pulls her closer. Because most people are predictable. They respond instantly. They chase when there's distance. They overcompensate when they feel they're losing control. But you don't move like that. You understand something deeper. That attraction isn't built through effort alone. It's built through emotional control. When she takes longer to reply, you don't sit there overthinking every second. You go back to your life, your purpose, your world. And that quiet detachment sends a message louder than words ever could. Your happiness doesn't depend on her attention. And strangely, that's what makes her want to give it to you even more. This is where most men fail without realizing it. They think being available all the time shows interest, but in reality it removes tension. And without tension, there's no curiosity, no emotional pull, no reason for her to wonder what you're thinking, what you're doing, or where she stands. The man women want creates space without forcing it. He allows uncertainty to exist, not as a game, but as a natural extension of his life. He isn't trying to control her emotions. He's simply in control of his own. And that self-control? It's addictive. There's something even deeper that separates this man from everyone else. Something most people overlook because it's not visible at first glance. It's the way he handles emotions, his and hers. When she becomes distant, moody, or unpredictable, he doesn't get pulled into the chaos. He doesn't mirror her instability. Instead, he becomes the calm in the storm, the one place where emotions don't feel overwhelming. And that's rare. Because most men react emotionally without realizing it. They get frustrated, they question her, they try to fix things too quickly. But you understand that attraction isn't about controlling the moment. It's about holding your frame within it. You don't chase clarity when things feel uncertain. You observe. You listen. You let her reveal herself over time. This is where emotional intelligence turns into quiet dominance. You're not dominating her. You're dominating your impulses. The urge to text again. The urge to ask, what's wrong? The urge to prove your worth. And when you don't act on those impulses, something shifts in her perception of you. You stop being just another option and start becoming a presence she feels. Because the truth is, women are drawn to emotional safety, but not the kind that feels predictable and boring. They want to feel safe, but also intrigued, understood, but not fully figured out. And the man who balances those opposites becomes unforgettable. He's warm, but not needy. Present, but not chasing. Interested, but never desperate. And that balance is what most can't maintain. And here's the part most men don't want to hear. This man isn't created by learning lines, tricks, or tactics. You can't fake this energy for long. Because women don't just hear what you say. They feel what you are. And the man they truly want is built from a place most people avoid. Self-respect so deep, it doesn't need validation to survive. He has boundaries. Not loud, aggressive ones, but quiet, unshakable ones. If something feels off, he doesn't argue to fix it. He steps back. If he's not valued, he doesn't try harder. He withdraws his presence. And that absence? It speaks louder than any words ever could. Because most men negotiate their worth. They tolerate disrespect just to keep her. They overextend, overgive, overprove, hoping it will make her stay. But the man she can't have. He never trades his standards for attention. Ever. And that's what makes him feel almost out of reach. Not because he's playing hard to get, but because he genuinely is hard to get. His time, his energy, his emotional investment, they're all earned, not given freely. And when a woman realizes that, she doesn't just see you as another option. She sees you as something rare, something she might lose. And that possibility creates desire at a level most men will never experience. Because in the end, the type of man all women want isn't the one who tries to be wanted. It's the one who becomes so aligned with his own value that wanting him becomes inevitable.